Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy has warned Moscow of a powerful response if Russian forces should carry out attacks on or around Ukraine's Independence Day tomorrow. When asked about the possibility of a strike on Kyiv, Mr. Zelenskyy said there was a daily threat of attacks and Ukrainian intelligence was working with foreign partners.
Ми знаємо пріоритети по об'єктах інфраструктури б'ють або по державним інституціям. Але я не бачу, щоб щось змінилось дуже, починаючи з першого дня, з 24 числа. Росія постійно це робить. Чи можуть вони збільшити ці удари, кількість цих ударів? Так, вони можуть це зробити на 23, на 24 число. Це вся інформація, яку я маю, якою я володію. Іншої інформації у мене немає.
In an impassioned speech earlier at Ukraine's National Flag Day ceremony, the leader also vowed that the country's flag will be hoisted all over the country, including in territories occupied by Russian forces. All this comes amid his warnings that Moscow might try something, quote, ugly, ahead of Ukraine's 31st Independence Day on Wednesday. Kyiv has banned all public celebrations in the capital, citing a heightened threat of attack. The country's Independence Day coincides with 6 months since the start of the invasion. And Kieran McQuillan joins us live from Lviv. Kieran, we're hearing concerns mounting that Russia could ramp up strikes across Ukraine tomorrow. Any signs of that happening?
Well, you join me here in the centre of Lviv. This is Rhinox Square. You can see behind me some displays of burnt-out Russian hardware that were captured from the battlefields around Kyiv and Bucha. This is part of the National Day celebrations here in this particular city. But there is a subdued mood certainly across the whole of Ukraine. We're hearing that the city of Kharkiv, the second largest city in the east, just 60 kilometres from the Russian border, they are going to implement a 36-hour curfew, which will start from 7 p.m. tonight on the eve of National Day. Well, as you mentioned, there is a ban on general festivities in the capital, Kyiv. Government workers have been told to work from home for the fear of government buildings being hit by Russian airstrikes. And we're also hearing that the Black Sea Fleet has been increased in size with 5 new submarines or warships that are able to carry cruise missiles. So there certainly seems to be some credible evidence that Russia might be planning something. And indeed, to that end, the US Embassy this morning put out a statement urging its citizens to stay at home or to leave the country. Indeed, it said that they had information that Russia is stepping up efforts to launch strikes against Ukraine's civilian infrastructure and government facilities in the coming days. And we've been talking to a lawmaker here in Kyiv. She says that in the car park of her apartment building, half the cars that are normally there don't seem to be there. It seems like a lot of people, anecdotally we are hearing, are leaving the capital for fear of some kind of escalation of this conflict by Russia in the coming days.
Oh, Kieran, as we speak, we're seeing a virtual summit ongoing. It's the Crimea platform that aims to restore or reverse Russia's annexation in 2014 of Crimea, hosted no less by the Ukrainian president. Do you foresee anything concrete coming out of this?
Well, just last year was the inaugural meeting of this on Ukrainian Flag Day on the 23rd of August, and there were just 15 heads of state in attendance at that today. 40 prime ministers, presidents and heads of state are addressing that either virtually or in person. Polish President Andrzej Duda is there and he's addressed the summit, as has UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, French President Emmanuel Macron. We've heard from the European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen. Even Japan's Prime Minister Fumio Kishida has just addressed that event. It just gives you some sense of the importance of the Crimea Peninsula to these world leaders and the sense of where this whole conflict sits 6 months on and the interest that is garnering across the international community. On the 9th, in 2014, the Crimea Peninsula was annexed. It's been relatively peaceful since then, but on the 9th of August, all of that was shattered by an attack on the Sake airbase there. 9 Russian warplanes, it seems, from satellite imagery could have been destroyed. That's, we understand, half of the capability of the Black Sea Fleet. So you can see that there is an escalation of tension across the Crimea Peninsula. We've heard explosions there in the last few days. Certainly, President Zelenskyy addressed this at that summit. He said that this all started in Crimea, and he said that it would end in Crimea.
Oh, thanks for that, Kieran. Kieran McQuillan live for us there from Lviv.